It's time. Episode 3 of my Gravi story. But I have some bad news. This might be my last Gravi story video. Because of Eevee Rift. Or Ever Rift. It's coming out hopefully in February. But if it doesn't come out in February, then there might be one more Gravi story video, and that will be the final one before it becomes my Eevee Rift story. Obviously, it takes place in the same timeline as Gravi, and it's just a sequel to Gravi, so the first episode to my Eevee Rift story would just be a continuation. Actually, no, it'll just be... Yeah, wait, no. The day before public launch, I'll post my final Gravi story video. And that'll be like a big summary of it all. And I might even like just slice together all of the episodes into one long one. And then add on to the end. But yeah, actually, that's a pretty good idea. But yeah. And then Eevee Rift just takes place once the game goes in testing, if I'm allowed to talk about that period of time. If not, then it'll just be public launch forwards. Even if we're allowed to make content, I might actually just make my final episode of Gravi Story, since I'll be making content on Eevee Rift in the testing. If we're allowed. I don't know. Well, I'll just have to wait and see. But as you can see, no outfit change, because I didn't need one. I haven't changed my outfit in 2 months, other than when I had the present on my back for like the week of Christmas season. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first video I posted after my Gravi story part 2 was a guide for new players. And that, I just talked about best way to get currency, what to do, basically a lot of the stuff new players should know. I will talk about that. I will do another video like that when Eevee Rift launches, and I'll basically be continuing everything in Eevee Rift. But then after that video, then next up, one of my fellow content creators for Gravi opened up his own Discord server that I helped him make. It was Archer AGK, and we opened up the server, and I made an announcement video talking about it. The link will be in the video description, along with the new Discord server for Eevee Rift. If you want to join either one of those, I would definitely recommend joining the Eevee Rift server, because testing applications just closed a few hours ago as of recording this. I don't know when it's gonna be uploaded. I'm hoping I can get it uploaded the same day. I'll be working to edit it and work around stuff. I haven't really posted this week because of the fact that I've been working on some stuff for Discord, my channel. I've been working on the series a lot. I've been expanding it and trying to prep it for Eevee Rift, so that way I can kind of tie it in to how the crew gets there. So there might only be 10 or 11 episodes that take place in Gravi, and then the rest will be Eevee Rift, but I'll just have to see. Depends on when testing opens and if we're allowed to post during tests or not. But anyways, let's get back to talking about my story for these past 2 months, December and January. Or really the rest of January, or the rest of November, all of December, and half of January. So yeah, 2 months after I made the announcement video for Archer's Discord server, I made a video showing all of the bundles, or almost all, because I don't have 2 bundles, being the OG bundle and the OG Artist bundle. And I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 I'm missing. Then after that, I made a video talking about why you should download Gravi. And I was just saying how they have a crazy kind of community with moderation and a few toxic players, of course, because every game has that. Reason 2 was devs communicate with players and active. And reason 3 was it has a wide variety of different things in the game and in the Discord. But yeah. And then I made a funny little video where I was just sitting on top of the speakers and mosh pit and just like dancing like this, while the people were actually playing mosh pit below. Then I made a video where I was just walking through the tutorial, kind of showing it off, as well as kind of doing it as a new player. And then I posted a random video where I just said who I talked to the most. Out of everyone in the Gravi tiers, I believe it was Ganesh for admin, Gravi historian for developer, VR Cat Dad for senior moderator, obviously because it's only me and him. And that comment tier, I think it was also VR Cat. Oh, normal mod, it was Nova or Z-Tech, I don't remember. It was one of them too. It was one of the other batch 2 mods for Discord. Or maybe it was batch 3. I think it was, I don't know what batch I got Discord mod. I think it was batch 2 though. And then it was in-game mod, which was Bubbles. And then I had Comet CC, which was VR Cat Dad. And then Asteroid was Archer. Meteoroid. I don't remember who I said for Meteoroid. And that's where I ended, because I don't think I said Tester. Maybe I said Mickey for Meteoroid. Did he have Meteoroid back then when I did the video? If not, it's Mickey now. Mickey I talked to the most in the Meteoroid tier. And then I made another funny video where I just hid from Archer, AGK, just like sitting in the corner. And I would randomly do little things just to get his attention. And then I made another promotion for Gravi, trying to recruit people in. And then I made an episode, or not an episode, a video where I joined the little Stranger Things trend with the creature in the background. I'm not going to say its actual name because of spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, or you're in the middle of watching it and don't know what it was. But yeah, that was fun. I had Archer with me. And then I joined the other trend that was happening, which was the Roblox Backrooms trend, where your Roblox character just like ran in place. I joined that trend, but in Gravi. And then I made a long form video where I went in the update for the Christmas, and I also did a short talking about it. And there was an artist competition for Christmas in Gravi that I participated in. Here's my art submission. And I ended up tying for 2nd place. That was fun. Then I made a video with the snowball chaos, where I just was like clumping up a bunch of snowballs into a giant one and just throwing them at people and launching myself as well. And then after like 3 months, I made a video talking about the return of the series, What If a Human Found Gravi? And then I posted episode 5. And it introduced you to a few new characters that you hadn't seen before. But there's still more characters to be introduced. There's some that haven't even been made yet that I do end up wanting to add. But yeah, there's still a lot I have planned for this season, for this series. Not season. I'm totally not gonna make it seasons, and the first season revolves just around finding Mike. Who said that? I don't know how many episodes this season's gonna have, but I might start producing episodes on Saturdays and Wednesdays just to make it progress faster. But that's just something I might do whenever EV Rift launches. So no promises about that. But yeah, episode 5 came out for the series. And then I made new outfits for all the characters in the series. And you even got to see Captain Mike's non-astronaut outfit for the first time, because when we saw him get dragged, all he had was his astronaut gear on. So you got to see him out of his astronaut gear and all his glory. And then it was Christmas, and the Gravi series crew had some Christmas fun. So I made a video about that, where you see all of them celebrating Christmas, doing a specific job to set up, and they just overall having fun. Then I decided to make a summary video for the series of episode 1 through 5, and I will be doing that for every single 5 episodes. So 6 through 10 will have one, 11 through 15 will have one, and then so on and so forth. And I just summarized what happened in each episode. And then we got some news. In case you hadn't seen, the devs were pretty quiet and not as active as they usually are in the community. But that's because Everrift was coming out, and EV Rift. That was in the works and it was announced. So I made a video saying goodbye to all of the maps in Gravi, because if you don't know, the mothership is going to crash onto a planet. This will have us lose Asteroid City, Nexus, Coconut Bay, Mosh Pit, Station, Asteroid City, all of the maps. Gravity Lab, everything will be crashed and destroyed. Now, we'll probably rebuild with a new Nexus and new everything, but the maps won't be the same. We might not even have an Asteroid City or a station or a Coconut Bay, but we got there by portal, so maybe it will stay. As for the Nexus hub, it's gonna be gone. We crashed, and unless we rebuild, I don't think we're gonna have it back as its original glory, unless we somehow invent a time travel machine to take us back to before the crash and we stop the virus and stay in Gravi. But that would create a whole time paradox where we wouldn't need to go back in time in the future. Therefore, the crash would happen and we wouldn't save the virus, or we wouldn't stop the virus, so we would crash. We would need to go back in time again. But yeah, so it would just create a time paradox and the universe would fully crash. We wouldn't even be crashed on a ship or on a planet. It would just be gone entirely. Like, the whole universe just snapped into oblivion. But yeah, so I made a video saying goodbye to the maps. And then I made a video talking about the prequel to Gravi. Oh shoot, I skipped episode 6 of the Gravi series. So Gravi is getting a sequel, being Eevee Rift. I talked about that in my video, talking about the Discords being open now and how testing applications were open. They are now closed as of making this video, but still feel free to join the Discord as they might open again. For beta testing. If not, still join, as there's a tree you can grow, there's counting you can do, there's a lot of different stuff you can do. And if we get to between 650 and 750, I think something might happen to get the server active every like Friday or Saturday night, but I don't know. Who knows? I know the main goal right now is to get the server to 5,000 members before public launch. So if you watching this video can join, we can make it happen. Invite everyone you know, and send an invite link to every single server that has a self-promo section to help out. And invite tracker, the bot in the Discord, tracks your unique invites, and those are going to be used to give in rewards out later on whenever public launch happens. Yeah, and then I made a video talking about, oh wait, no, that was 9 days ago. How long ago was... Then I made a video for New Year's. It's now 2026. My first video of 2026 was... well, episode... well, episode 6, I don't even remember if I talked about it or not. I don't think I did. Episode 6, Artist Dread has to return back to Gravi. And he finds this weird glowing thing that he looks at for a little too long. And something happens, which is where episode 7 picks up. Right after he gets done staring at the crystal. But he can't remember really anything. So he goes on this weird little mission where he has to look around and tries to remember why he's in Gravi again, because he doesn't remember why he went. I mean, I know why he went, because I'm the one writing it, and I'm outside of the canon right now, because I'm basically the watcher. I'm not interfering with the filming at all, as of right now. Maybe I will later on in the series. Maybe I'll interfere and just guide the series Artist Dread in the right direction. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll stay separate from the canon. Maybe I'll be in my own YouTube realm while Artist Dread is stuck in the What If a Human Found Gravi universe. Yeah, later in the episode, he remembers why he's there and goes to look for Captain Mike. Then I made a video talking about the Discord server being live again, because we need members. But after that episode came out, I made a long form video talking about all the public information and news about the Eevee Rift server and game, where in that video I talk about some leaks that have been publicly shared, gameplay info, role info, application info, a lot of different stuff, event info. And there's one key thing that I said: I got junior community manager. So what does that mean exactly? Well, you're gonna have to get the server to a few more members. You're gonna have to start inviting some people to learn what it truly means, but all I can say is it'll be fun. Believe me, it will be fun. Just start inviting some more people to the server, and it will happen faster and sooner. But yeah, it'll be fun. I have some stuff up my sleeve to plan. But yeah, so I talked about the game and how applications were open. They're no longer open. They just closed today. And then my most recent episode, my most recent video was episode 8 of What If a Human Found Gravi. And Artist Red has to return back to the Crimson Ark. And he talks with the rest of the crew, saying how he can't find Mike. And he went back and searched, because if you hadn't seen, in episode 5, he wasn't in the best condition when he returned. But, or in episode 5, he went back without, actually I don't even remember the plots, never mind, don't listen to me. Just go watch the summary video, that'll tell you everything. Along with all the other episodes. That'll explain it all. I don't have them all memorized off the top of my head. Especially since episode 1 came out like 6 months ago, like half a year. It's been a while. And I'm only on episode 9, which comes out tomorrow. If you're watching this video the same day it comes out. If not, episode 9's probably already out. And I hope you watch it and enjoy it, because it was pretty fun to make. I enjoyed it. And I even tested it by putting a summary of what happened, or like the short little previously on type thing, where it says what happened previously on the episode. So it's like the last 3 seconds of episode 8. And then there's also spoilers for episode 10 at the end, with the episode in the middle. So yeah, it was fun making. I enjoy making this series, and I enjoy making these story videos every 2 months, even if they come out pretty late, because in fact this is probably going to be coming out at like 8 to 9 at the latest, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video, which will either be episode 9 of my series, or potentially an Eevee Rift video, or just a random Gravi video I have. But yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Like, subscribe, share, join the Eevee Rift Discord, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, everyone.